Welcome back to Southeast Wargaming. We're here with another Age of Sigmar battle report. Nick is back on the channel. Hello, Nick. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
It's a late night filming session.
It is.
We have no idea how long this game's going to go. We might be at the end of it like, roll to save.
There'll be a point where this evening and then tomorrow, maybe.
Potentially, we might have different clothes at some point through this battle report. But I am playing the Nighthaunt today. I've got your back, Nighthaunt bros. We got this. And you are playing the...
Wanted to play something else, but didn't get it painted in time. So we brought them Tree Peoples back.
I just have to say, I am looking forward to playing that.
Okay, good.
I am looking forward to that. That should be a good one.
No tears here, folks.
Yeah, but you are bringing the Sylvaneth. The Tree People are back for another bout of fighting. So I think that's all from us. Let's get to the list, my friend.
Yes.
To war.
Enjoy.
Hello again, and welcome back to the channel. We have the Sylvaneth list here. So we'll start off with my general, who's the Arch Revenant in the centre there with his gracious blue wings.
Glorious wings.
He'll have the trait, I'll say, we're from the Deadwood.
Okay.
So that's the glade we're from.
Nice.
So he's taking the trait from the Deadwood, which is the Paragon of Terror, which is reroll successful battle shots for enemy units within 6.
Mm-hmm.
He also has the Jewel of Withering, which is the generic artifact of power from that glade, which is subtract 1 from wound rolls that target him in melee. So he's a little bit more durable.
Nice.
Which I do like that, because there's a lot of 2s to wound going around sometimes. Then for our next hero, we have a Branch Wraith in the middle there. Growmore Girl, or Evergrow.
Miracle Grow.
Miracle Grow. Hopefully she'll cast some spells today, folks. She'll have the Spirit Song Staff, which is she can cast an additional spell.
Nice.
And she will have her spell for the chosen lore will be the Throne of the Vines. Throne of Vines.
Throne of the Vines.
Yes, I'm going with something very special with this game.
Cool.
Then we have a Branch Witch, because the other Wraith is being painted up. She will have Regrowth, as long as her Nate spell. That's our heroes for today. On to units, we have a 30-man unit of Dryads for, all their Dryad needs, their punching, their, they can do anything.
They can do anything. If they put their mind to it, they just need to believe in themselves.
Then we have 3 units, I think I've put too many models on the board there. 3 units of 5 Spite Revenants. That unit at the back there is a little bit too big, but I'll take them off in a minute.
Fair enough.
3 units of 5 Spite Rev, they'll be my Battleline. They're in the Outcast Battalion, so they'll have that special rule and an extra command point. Then we'll have a unit of 6 Kurnoth with the swords, even though they're modelled with bows, don't get confused.
They've got both, to be fair.
I like the way I've modelled them.
Yeah, I do too.
And then another 6 Kurnoth with scythes.
Nice.
I wanted to use the scythes today as well. Like I said before, battalions. Oh, we do have a Tree Lord as well. He makes up some points, because I don't have quite enough Kurnoth for a list that I found on the internet. So, with the appropriate weapons.
Yeah.
The Outcasts, they do a thing. I can't remember what it is.
What's this? Your battalion?
Battalion.
The battalion. Oh, it's the Outcasts, okay.
Which is the three units of 5 Spy Revs.
Mm-hmm.
I'll bring up the Outcasts at the start of the battle.
That's fair.
Then, for Endless Spells, I've gone very magic heavy and giving me that extra buff, because, I always roll double ones. But if I roll double ones with all these buffs, it's better.
Yeah.
So, we've got the Balewind Vortex. Thank you, Dan, for bringing this along. So this is if I cast it, it's giving me +1 to cast.
An extra spell.
An extra spell.
Yeah. And
so
you get 6-inch range.
Is that I roll for it, or just choose an extra spell?
You just can cast an extra spell.
Awesome. That's good. Then we have the Spite Swarm Hive in the centre there for all its buffs, extra move and charge. I think it's +3 to runs and +3 to move and charge.
Oh, nice! Wow, that's really good.
So it's kind of like an aggressive defence or a Mystic Shield built in.
Nice.
Wholly with innate. We have the Prismatic Palisade at the back there for all my blocking needs that will not do anything against the opponents today because they fly, but it's there for belief.
Yeah.
And also you've bought an extra command point, so we'll be starting with the game with 3 command points.
Nice.
Well, 2 command points,
Yeah.
and 1 for the hero phase. But yeah, that brings it to 1980 points. I'll just take those 5 spaces off. But yeah, that's the list I've written. Well, actually, I'll be honest. I took it from Ryan Hopper's list from the 2020 Call to Glory.
Okay.
With some minor changes. I don't have quite enough Kurnoth or with the right weapons.
Okay.
And like I said, one of the branch wraiths is in the shop, shall we say, being repaired. But yeah, that's a 2,000 point list of Sylvaneth.
Nice, Sylvaneth. And here we have today 1950 points of Nighthaunt. I'm bidding for the Triumph, but honestly it's because the units I could fit in, I didn't really want to fit in. So I thought I'd bid for the Triumph instead. So 1950 points of Nighthaunt. My general is the Dreadblade Harrow in the centre there. He's going to have the ruler of the Spirit Host command trait, because it just couples so well with him bouncing around the battlefield.
Definitely.
And healing up units potentially. We've got a Knight of Shrouds, an Ethereal Steed, which will be part of the Battalion, which I'll get into in a second. I've got 2 Spirit Torments. One will have the Pendant of the Fell Wind. I have 2 Guardians of Souls. So I've dropped a Linda from this list, and I've got 2 Guardians of Souls instead. Both are having Soul Cage, purely because whoever's not casting Soul Cage is casting the heal. And that's simply what it is.
That is a good way of thinking about it.
2 Soul Cages. I can have them at 2 different points on the battlefield. One will cast heal, one will cast Soul Cage, depending on what I need at wherever given time. Then one will have, because I took your advice, one will have the Aetherquartz Brooch.
Huzzah! It's rubbed off on him, folks.
I'm taking it. So one of the Guardians of Souls will mention that when we're in the game. We'll have the Aetherquartz Brooch. So every time I spend a command point on a 5-up, I get a command point. Good stuff. Right, so moving on to my Battleline. I've got 2 units of 10 Chainrasp Horde, just for minimum Battleline shenanigans. And my last Battleline is a unit of 6 Spirit Hosts. I know they're probably not the best choice, but I like them. They work for me. A unit of 6 is quite nice just to sit on an objective and just be a bit of an annoyance to shift. They're not the best in the world, but they can dish out some nice burst damage if needed.
Definitely.
So that's my battalions. And then I've got 2 units of 10 Bladegheist Revenants. I never leave home without them now. They're my favourite unit in the Nighthaunt, apart from the Black Coach. Speaking of which, the Black Coach. Never leave home without this guy either. I love him. He's super fast, super good at flanking and disrupting enemy lines, good at clearing hordes. Not so much a monster killer, but he's a real pain in the opponent's bum. And then I am running a Shroudguard battalion today, which is the Knight of Shrouds on Ethereal Steed, Gregor Lightsbane, and 2 units of Bladegheist. What that means is if they're wholly within 12 of the Knight of Shrouds, the Bladegheist get a 5-up Shrug or Deathless Spirit instead of a 6-up Deathless Spirit. So it makes them a bit more durable. Not as glass cannony, but still kind of glass cannony because there's still 1 wound. Then I am running an endless spell today to help me get those charges off when I come in on the battlefield with the chromatic cogs. This will give my whole army. I'm basically capitalising on the Nighthaunt's strength of mobility. I think I said nobility. Mobility.
Nobility is my my goals.
So I'm capitalising on the strength of Nighthaunt, which is speed, and taking the cogs to make charges a bit easier. It won't affect Nighthaunt charges because it's unmodified, but it will affect if I'm deep striking more than 9 away. Yes. It'll make it a 7-inch, not a 9-inch. Also, I have bought an extra command point, so I'm going to start the battle with at least 2. Going into my first round, I'll get 1 more, so it'll be 3. And that is 1950 points of the spooky, scary ghosts. Ooh. Welcome to the realm of fire. We are in the realm of Akshi for Scorched Earth. What Scorched Earth is, there's 8 objectives along the long edge of the table, 12 in, 9 is the first one, then 18 apart, all the way up. So there's 4 on this side and 4 on the other side. Our deployment zones are split down the middle, and you have to deploy more than 9 inches away. So the way you win this scenario, you can get a point for each objective you control at the end of your turns. Starting from the second battle round, you can raise an enemy objective for D3 points, but that objective does get destroyed. So, you know, Scorched Earth, it's a crowd favourite. Not sure I like this new deployment zone thing. I've only played it a few times this edition, so we'll see. But we'll go through
that diagonal one we always try and do.
That's
the
true.
One that's kind of like awkwardly
That's true. That's very true. So I'll go through my deployment first because it's a bit weird. So we'll swing the camera around. So you can see my deployment is very spread out and vast because I don't have much on the field. And the units I do are quite min squads. So what I've done is this unit of Chainrasp is just about 9 away from the edge, so Nick can't bamf any units. They are controlling both objectives. Now, you might say a unit can't control both. Yes, it can, but models from a unit cannot control two. So this one, for instance, would control this objective, or this little guy in the back would control this objective. So I would gain control of both at the end of either player's turns. I've got my Dreadblade Harrow creating a screen at the back because it's a massive area, guys, for people to bamf around. Nick's got the same thing because I can do exactly the same. So I had to spread quite thin. I've got my Guardian of Souls over here. That's the gold-headed one, which means he has the Aetherquartz Brooch, my friend.
I'll be killing him first.
Yeah, absolutely. Dreadblade Harrow, my general, creating a screen. Black Coach lengthways for shenanigans to keep that 9-inch bubble nice and long. And then more on the meat of what's on the field. I've got my Spirit Torment with the Pendant of the Fell Wind. I've got my other Guardian of Souls. I've got my Spirit Hosts at the front there. And then my Chainrasps again, controlling both objectives just in case I need it. And then, of course, I've got a Spirit Torment and the Shroudguard in the Underworld. So, Nick, walk us through your deployment, mate.
I've got my outcasts on the flank because they're outcasts.
Of course. Are these the outcasts back over here?
Yeah, so each one's holding an objective.
Oh, I see. These guys too.
And with my command ability to redeploy units 18 inches away from hero, I could just pick up a 5-man unit and chuck it somewhere. Notably, we can only burn our opponent's objectives.
Yes,
so we can't
correct.
burn our own and then leave it and run away.
Correct.
And then a big clump of trees in the middle next to trees. Notable mention, this is a place of power. It was a Tree Lord Ancient, but for some reason we sense that it's been cut down.
It was a Tree
The
Lord.
essence is still there, so if we're wholly within 6 of that, we don't take battle shocks.
Nice.
But yeah, Dryads next to the trees, because they're hard to hit when you don't know which tree's a tree. These unit of Kurnoth with size are actually still just wholly within this tree if they want to navigate. Careful deployment there. Have the branch Wraith here, the Witch on the other side, and my general, the Arch Revenant, in all his glory, standing wholly within 12 of the Dryads in case I got first, you got first turn somehow.
Okay, yep, fair.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. The Tree Lord and the Kurnoth with swords are in the realm.
In the realm.
So they're hiding away, ready to pop out at any moment.
I see yours, and Rames you Underworlds.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that is deployments. Nick, you finished deploying first. So who is getting to go first today?
Me.
Sylvaneth.
I'm gonna take the turn and try and do some magic and cast some spells.
Nice. I will mention, in the Realm of Fire, we did roll up Burning Skies. It's not great for me because all my units fly, but what that means is if any units that fly move over 6 inches, we roll a dice. On a 4-up, they suffer a mortal wound, and on a 6, they suffer D3 mortal wounds. So,
does affect my Arch Revenant.
Does affect your Arch Revenant, but that's about it. Rolling for the Black Coach. It's level 3. Nice start. So just for your information, level 3 means the Black Coach can heal itself D3 and other models in a unit D3 within 9, I believe. It can run and charge and reroll hit rolls of 1, and also it can, on a 2-up when it charges, do D3 mortal wounds impact hits.
Sylvaneth Magic Phase, the all-inspiring presence of my Wraith. So she is going to start off the magic phase by casting the Bellwind Vortex on a 6.
2 and a 2.
That's not a 6,
That's
folks.
No Bellwind Vortex today.
She does have an additional spell with the staff, so she's going to try for Throne.
Okay.
That's
Throne
cast
goes
on
off.
an 8.
I'm not in range to unbind. So that is +2 to casting and unbinding for Throne of Eyes unless she moves, correct?
Correct, and going up on the palisade doesn't count as moving.
Nice.
So, over onto the other side of the fortress, or wall, we have the Witch, and she is going to try and cast Verdant Blessing.
Excellent.
So she's going to summon some trees.
Cast on
7. Gets it. Outrange combined.
So we're going to be setting them up just about here.
Excellent. Reaping what she sow, a new Sylvaneth Wildwood has spawned. What's next?
No more magic.
Alright.
But we will be back after the moon phase.
So here's how it looks at the start of the moon phase. We are a little quieter today, guys, just because it is late and there is a little babby upstairs. So just that's why we're in more dulcet, calming tones.
End of the movement phase for the Sylvaneth. I've basically solidified my turf at the front there, expanded out with the Dryad unit.
I see what you did
there. Maintained the objective, and also keeping within range for all my buffs and negative effect, like buffs to help save me and keep me durable. Not so durable, help to hit.
Mm-hmm.
The Kurnoth unit at the back there has just sort of moved round to still maintain within 6, so I can bamf them if I want to. I'm going to use the word bamf again, folks. The Throne of Vines Wraith hasn't moved, but I've moved the Kurnoth in a way where she's still within 3 of a unit of 5 or 3 or more.
Yep.
So she's still going to get Lookout Sir. The 3 units of what are they called? Spite Revenants have just kind of solidified. These guys are maintaining their hold on this ruins, getting their extra save, still holding that objective. Then we've got this unit on the flank. They're spreading out a little bit just so harder to fill to deep strike his guys in. And then these guys are kind of come up the hill to stop any flank charges. Also noticed that my heroes are maybe a little bit exposed on this front. So they've moved in to basically the woods, get that extra save buff in case I get charged on this flank. But yeah, didn't bring anything out of the Realm Roots, just because I think it's better when they're in there, and if they're on the battlefield, I feel like I'm going to be tempted to move away from stuff.
Sure.
So I can just pop them out whenever I want to. Things would have been a bit different if I would have got the Balewind Vortex off. I may have summoned more aggressive trees at the forefront of the battlefield and brought some more units in. Or at least move them around. I am up to 3 command points, but there is no charges, and this is the end of the Sylvaneth phase.
End of the turn, Nick. Walk us through what you've scored.
These 2 on this flank, and these 2 on this flank.
Excellent. So that's
Definitely scored this one. There's too much woods on this to be controlled by anything else.
Yeah, that's definitely a new forest right there. So that is 4 points at the end of your turn, and we're going to go into Nighthaunt turn 1. Hero phase for the Nighthaunt. Don't know what that was. So we're going to start off with my Guardian of Souls down here. He's going to attempt to cast the cogs. I'm going to go aggressive. Alright, Aetherquartz Brooch. Let's see. Cogs. 5 fails to cast. 5 because of the Arcane Ruins, guys. Alright, that changes a lot of things when I'm doing this turn. But if we go over to the other Guardian of Souls, he's going to try and cast Mystic Shield. Oh, he gets that with a 9 because this is arcane as well.
I cannot unbind.
So the Spirit Host will have reroll save rolls of 1. And I think a lot of this turn now is going to be repositioning. So I'll show you the end of the movement. End of the movement phase. It doesn't look like I've done much. So the nothing moved over 6. I didn't want to take that flaming burning skies, and because I didn't get the cogs down, I've been very conservative this turn. So I've got my Chainrasp just moved up just to kind of get more bodies on this objective, still within 3 of the Guardian of Souls to provide Lookout Sir and near the Arcane. The Black Coach has moved back a little bit just to kind of again push that 9-inch bubble where Nick can go back a bit, because not getting the cogs this turn has really put a spanner in the works. So moving on, the Spirit Host did move forward because they have got Mystic Shield. At the start of the movement phase, the Dreadblade, the General, did bamf and uses Phantasmal Discorporation to just kind of support the Spirit Hosts. Guardian of Souls and the Spirit Torment have just shuffled to be near them too, and the Chainrasp have just jiggled about just to maintain a tiny bit of a screen. But that's going to be the end of my turn. There's no shooting, no charges. I also gain 4 points. So there we go. Not getting cogs is yes, it's slowed down my game at least. I don't know how you feel about it. not getting them. But I think we'll roll off the next turn. But before we do, I'm going to roll for my black coach to see if it levels up anymore. Black coach level doesn't get a level this turn. Well, he got 3 last turn, so that makes sense. Right, so priority roll for turn 2, mate. Go for it. You win ties. Well, there we go. I get a 5. All right, so you get the choice. Who's going next, Nick? I'll let you have a think. Right, Nick, who's going first, mate?
I am taking it.
Okay.
Because I want to get some spells off, get some advantage, put some trees about to give me a little bit more edge.
Sure. Okay, so we're going to Sylvaneth turn 2. We'll go straight into it because you know what you're doing with the Branch Wraith.
The Branch Wraith is going to try again for the Balewind Vortex.
Sure.
Now, still got +2 to this.
Okay.
So I literally cast it. I think it's cast on a 6,
okay.
not 5. So I need
a 4. A 4, okay. Yeah, that easily.
Definitely cast.
Still no one in range to unbind,
so I set this up.
Balewind Vortex.
1 inch from her.
And then place her atop it.
And place her atop it. And it doesn't count as a move.
Correct. Look at her on our Balewind Vortex. It looks very chaotic, but we'll just, ignore that. Ooh, conversion. That would be cool, like some kind of wellspring or something.
Yeah.
Just that would be kind of cool.
Then, she now gains an additional spell.
Yes.
And she already has an additional spell, so
yes.
2 more spells.
Cool.
So I'm first going to try and cast...
Verdant Blessing.
Verdant Blessing. We'll see if it's cast, and then I'll choose where to set up.
Sure. Yes.
Cast on 13.
Yes, absolutely.
After setting up a Chaos Icon, I'm casting on 13. Yeah. Maybe some Skaven at work here.
So, harnessing the power of the Balewind Vortex and the Earth itself. Oof. More Awakened Wildwoods coming up. So now the range is actually 30 because of the Balewind Vortex. And to do the next spell, which is the Summon Dryads, it's actually within 18 because of the 6-inch buff to the range. That's nice, isn't it?
It is lovely.
Okay, let's do this.
This is for summoning Dryads, which is Rouse to Wrath?
I think so.
Cast on a 7.
A 9 will get it. So we'll set up some Dryads within this, wholly within this wildwood. Dryads have pooped into this wood. Next, the Branch Witch in the wood there is going to attempt to cast...
Can I cast it without line of sight?
What?
Spells?
It depends if it's a Arcane Bolt, you'd need visibility because you're targeting an enemy unit.
Let's check if we can first.
But I think with, what is this one? The Hive, I think you should just be able to summon it, mate.
Wholly within,
yeah, you're fine. You can do it.
So summoning the Hive. On a 9, I think. Check if you're in range to unbind.
I will. This little Guardian of Souls is just in range to unbind from Branch Witch, but I do need a 10. Ooh, an 8 doesn't get it.
I will set the Hive up.
Hive wholly within 18.
Yes. No, within 15.
Oh, wholly within 15.
Which is here.
Which is there. That's fine then. So it's going to give some buffs and heals and all sorts of goodness.
Not target them, but it can target these guys, which is kind of where I want it.
And then you can buff them to give them charges and stuff.
Yeah, the end of the hero, yeah.
Alright, okay. So I think that is going to be the end of your hero.
That is it, yeah.
So what do you do now with this?
So, at the end of the hero phase,
yes,
I choose one of 2 blessings,
okay,
as you call it. Vital Venoms or Swarming Shield.
Okay.
And I roll a dice. On a 2+, I either get +3 to move and charge, or basically a Mystic Shield.
Okay, so what one would you prefer?
I'm choosing Vital Venoms to give me +3 movement and charge. Mainly charge.
Main charge.
On a 2+.
Nope.
Nope. It can only target 1 unit, but it's still there.
That's
so
cool.
It's something for you to try and dispel.
It's cool. I like it. Alright, so I think we're going to be back with some movement. So this is how it looks at the start. I'm going to show you where everything ends up.
End of the movement phase. Lots has happened.
That was a long movement phase.
Yeah. So at the back lines here, my Spite Revs have fanned out so that they are basically the... What do we call it? What do you call your Garrix Reavers, guys?
That sacrificial lambs?
Yeah, sacrificial lambs.
Or
screening the outskirts of my glade. Some of them are wholly within range of these trees, so they can bamf if they need to. More importantly, at the end of it, she still hasn't moved because I nearly moved her, and I didn't want to, and then I remembered, no, she's not going anywhere. Onto the Kernoth here. They've popped out of the trees from their summoning in range of the Arch Revenant, so we're going to give some buffs if I'm within 12. Those ones were summoned. So
Worth noting, it was quite hot in the skies for the old Arch Revenant. He did take a mortal wound.
He did take a mortal wound, which, well, there's a 5 over there, but for some reason it's not marked. The Tree Lord also came out because I realised he's better on the battlefield as he can do his spirit paths wherever he wants. And now there's some woods down, he's got accessibility to go the back lines if I want to.
I really quite like the Dreadwood so far. I really like it.
It's got that manoeuvrability, it accesses it. The Dryads did punch up a little bit, get a little bit more close-knitted, still getting their buffs off, but maybe I want to do a charge. The Witch has just moved more centerised to the terrain piece, so that she's definitely got that Holy Within. And I've spent a command point and summoned these guys using the Sinister Ambush mechanic of this Glade, so they can try and go in for either the Wizard that's trying to cast Cogs or the Black Coach if I get a good enough charge. Sadly though, I didn't get any buffs from my Spike Swarm Hive, but it is Holy Within 8 of quite a few units.
Yeah, definitely.
So, and it's every
hero phase.
Every hero phase. It doesn't say every, it just says at the end of the hero phase.
Not Holy Within 8 or... no, not Holy Within 8 of the Kurnoth.
Not with that.
But everything else, like the Tree Lord, Arch Revenant, and Dryad.
Yeah, so there can be some extra movement for the Tree Lord and charge maybe next turn. But that is the movement phase for the Sylvaneth. We're going to go on to some charges now.
Well, you're going to shooting first, mate.
Oh yeah, sugar. I've nearly got. This guy is going to shoot his tendrils, even though he's shooting backwards, positioning at these spirit hosts. So I'll get some dice.
Tree Lord Ancient. It's shooting attack. Can't remember what it's called.
Strangle Roots. 2s to hit. Ha ha!
Do you not reroll ones for being? Oh no, that's
Only
Spike
Kurnoth.
Revenants. Spike Revenants, you mean?
No, Spike Revs are for
your Dreadwood.
Yeah,
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
3s to wound.
2.
Yes.
4 up save. I ignore the rend. Rerolling ones. Nope. I take a wound, but do I? Deathless? Yes, I do. One deathless, so 1 takes
him on the wounds is 5 as well.
Alright, and that's the shooting. So we're back with some charges in just a sec. Kicking off the charge phase, the big one. No, doesn't get it with an 8. Unfortunate. These have failed the charge. Okay, we'll move on straight
if you would
there.
have sped up time, I would have got it.
You would have got it, yeah, absolutely.
These Dryads.
Dryads, yeah, okay.
Getting a 9.
Getting a 4, even if that was a 6 with the cock dice.
I'm going to use a command point from the Archregent.
Excellent, down to 2.
And he's going to go, oi, charge those thirsty ghosts.
Hey,
for a 9.
They get it with a 9. Excellent, we'll move them in. So, because Nick is literally towing the edge of the train, he's actually outside. He's more about, he needs a 10 inches for the Dryads to get in.
Damn it.
But we're going to move on to the Kurnoth next to him. Now they do need a 9. Getting an 8. Do you want to spend a command point from your Arch Revenant to re-roll that charge? Re-roll that charge.
It's going to be less than an 8 if I do, but might as well.
Yeah, give it a go. I mean, you could get a 9, could get a 10, could get an 11. Let's see what it goes. A 7, no, they fail the charge as well. Okay.
This guy sucks. But we do have a...
The Dryad's going in.
Yeah, let's see what they can do.
Let's do it.
I want to roll 4 dice.
The Dryad's even more packed.
They're definitely not.
4, no, doesn't get it.
And the Tree Lord...
He's going to have to do some manoeuvring, mate, because
he won't get it. He's within 12, so he's legal
I mean, you can roll it, but you won't make it.
No, he can't climb over his old friend.
Yeah, it would take 2.
Yeah, so that is it for charges.
His old friend.
Yeah, that's what
Some
it is.
farmer cut down a tree lord. I'm more impressed that a farmer cut down a tree lord and almost made him into a house.
Or maybe it was just so old that it wasn't paying attention, and then
Some farmer going, sawing his leg, just like to get off me. Alright, cool. Right, so that's it, isn't it?
It did suck. Those Dryads, I think that I've measured a bit inappropriately. Well, not inappropriately.
You're inappropriate with your measuring, Nick.
Yeah. I felt like they were just 9 inches away, but I think I moved them back.
You were, but then you did move them back because you wanted them to be right on the edge and you wanted to make room for your Kurnoth.
I was thinking about the Holy Within 8.
Yes, you were, indeed, you were, sir. But yeah, that's it. But you do get another 4 points.
Putting me up to 8.
8 points at the end of your turn. We are going into Nighthaunt turn 2. Right, so start of Nighthaunt turn 2. I think that was a very lucky turn for me, not making any of your charges, to be honest, mate. So my plan is now to try and strike back really hard and neuter you a little bit because your turn two is faltered slightly. But I'm going to start with the Guardian of Souls trying to cast the cogs. So I need a 6. Okay, so I got it with an 8. We are already out of range to unbind because we've already measured.
Do I get plus 6 inches to unbind?
Only the range of your spells.
Okay.
We will double check, but I believe it's the only range of your spells.
After tactically moving my witch closer, but into... even though she can't see it, she's dispelling it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So she's going to try and get rid of that.
9? No, I rolled a 9 because of Arcane.
Oh, you did? Because you get plus 1. Damn it.
Hang on, no. No, you got it. Sorry.
You got a 7, so you got an 8.
I got an 8, so yeah. No, you do get it.
Haha, the favoured 9.
I'm screwed. Shield. Nope, fails. Don't get plus 1 to that one, because I'm not within the Arcane Ruin.
Oh, it's Bolt that's on a 5.
Bolt's on a 5.
Doubled if it's 10.
Mystic Shield is on a 6.
So, a pretty poor magic phase
That's terrible magic phase. This is bad, people. But, never fear. We can do this. You missed out. We can do this. So we go into the movement phase. I don't think there'll be any Phantasm Discorporation this turn, but certainly there's some things coming in from the Underworld. This is the end of the movement phase for Nighthaunt. So we'll go through the boring stuff first. These Chainrasps just move back to all be within 6 of the centre to keep hold of that objective and maintain bodies. Spirit Hosts have just shuffled towards the far flank, bunching up a little bit just to create a bit more of a wall, moving back slightly with the Spirit Torment and the Guardian of Souls behind them, and same with my General, the Dreadblade. The Chainrasp I haven't moved yet, but I will move them slightly. I forgot about them completely. And then the more meat and potato stuff. So the Black Coach has turned around and moved 6 to be just outside of 3. So I'm going to try and gut this and take off a lot of points this turn. Potentially. We'll see. And then you see one unit of Bladegheist Revenants, the Knight of Shrouds, and the Spirit Torment have appeared more than 9 away from this Kurnoth. And then if we spin all the way back over to here, we've got my other unit of Bladegheist. They don't feel threatened by 5 Spite Revenants. So if they can make a random charge and kill you and get that objective and burn it, that's really good for me.
But it depends how much you burn it for as well.
It depends how much I burn it for. But even just taking it away from you as a scoring point is big. So that was my plan. I don't have any shooting, so we're going to go straight into the charges. And we'll start off with the Black Coach, right? Oh, I will move those Chainrasps. Right, so the Black Coach going in. Gets an 8, so basically it's just going to go crunch like that. And I'll do on a 2-up, do D3 more wounds, because it's level 3, of course.
Haha, it's the famous one that I got earlier.
Alright, we'll move completely on. We'll do the Bladegheist Revenants. This is the big one. So let's see, I need a 9. That's an 8. I will spend a command point to re-roll it. Do I get it back on a 5?
You do?
Yes, so I don't spend the command point. So re-roll the charge. Gets a Nighthaunt charge going in. Right, so this is how they end the charge within 11 inches. Now they get to fight, and part of the fight sequence is pile in, then attack.
Okay.
So now they're pile in and attack in the charge phase.
But it's not the combat phase, so I cannot in-thick it with my Kurnoth.
No, correct. So after the pile in, 9 are being able to swing, 3 attacks each because they made a charge move this turn. So that's 27 attacks. I'm hitting on 3s, re-rolling because of the Spirit Torment wholly within 12. Alright, so 3s to hit. I'm glad I'm re-rolling. Let's get those nasty 1s and 2s, eh? And then I re-roll just over here. Alright, so we've still got 4 missed, and then we're wounding on 3s. No re-rolls here. Wounding on 3s. I'll re-roll that one in a sec. And then I'll re-roll that, because that's truly cocked. That was a hit. Okay, so we've got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 wounds. -1.
Out of 27.
Out of 27.
Jeez.
19 saves. 5 up. We'll count those up. 14 wounds go through, so that's going to kill 2 and leave 1 on 1 wound remaining. So these Bladegheist are going to attempt to charge. There's no support here, though. No, fails. That's fine. Indeed. So I've measured. I need an 11 to get the back of his base to clear it over here. It's like 10.5, so you need an 11. So let's see if the Spirit Torment will make it in. No. With a 9, it's a valiant effort, but doesn't get in. So I think that's going to be all my charges. So we'll be back with the start of the combat phase where we both have to do some stuff. I'll spend a command point at the start of my combat phase to give Lord of Geist to this unit. Do I get the command point back on a 5-up?
Are
No.
you within 6?
What for? What for?
Using the ability.
Lord of Geist is wholly within 18.
Okay.
All Out Defence is wholly within 12.
That's fine then.
Yeah. So that's one command point spent, and I will spend another command point to give All Out Defence this unit. 5-up, I'll get it back. No, so I've
And then
spent
5-up for the other one?
I've done that already.
Okay.
So that's 2
Did you
command
get it
points.
back?
All Out Defence, I did not.
Okay.
So I've spent 2 command points.
So you're down to 2.
Correct. And I will definitely pile in these guys and swing first.
So, all-out attack and all-out defence.
No, not All Out Attack, just All Out Defence and Lord of Geists for +1 attack.
Oh yeah, +1 attack, yeah,
Yeah.
sorry. I need to in-thicket.
Oh yes, good
At the
point.
start of the combat phase, Kernoth that haven't made a charge can in-thicket. In-thicket, guys! We need to reroll the saves!
So looking at the pile-in, I've sacrificed the Shroudguard Shrug, so they're not wholly within 12 of the Night of Shrouds, but they are still wholly within 12 of the Spirit Torment to get maximum attacks. So I still get a 6-up, and I'm still rerolling ones for my saves, but no 5-up Shrug, but 40 attacks, guys. 4 attacks each.
Which is rerolling hits.
What, +1 for the charge, +1 for Lord of Geist. I've got 40 dice in my hands, let's roll it up, sir. We're going to cut these clips, because it's nuts. Rerolling to hit, because of the Spirit Torment. 40 hits. Ugh. Rolling to wound. No rerolls here. There's a few 1s to 2s to balance it out. We'll count them up. 27 saves, 5-up, but rerolling because of in-thicket. Not a bad roll to begin with. Has made 8 so far, but rerolling. Okay, so another... Saved a few, mate. There we go, so that's the wounds. How
1,
Well, actually, 1.
2.
Because 1's on 1 wound.
2, 3, and 1's
One's down to 2 wounds remaining.
So this guy dies, 2 more, there's 1 left with
1
2
left
wounds.
with 2 wounds left.
Ouch.
Ouch. Lone Kernoth. Against all odds, the champion stands, surrounded by the tide of ghosts. With the Black Coach watching, he can still pile in, I guess, but...
There is no other combat,
There's
so
no
I
other
will
combat.
be choosing that and dropping dice on the floor.
Absolutely.
He is the champion of the unit.
He is
will
the
be
champion.
hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s.
Nice. Let's do this.
1 miss. 1 wound.
1 wound.
-2, you don't care.
I don't care. 4-up save, rerolling once. I'm fine. Okay. That is
He
the end
will
of the
die to
turn.
battle shock, probably.
Well, you've lost 5, and I'm Nighthaunt. So 6. I roll the dice.
So on a 1, I'm okay.
Okay. A 5.
Goodbye.
By Kernoth. He is
Yeah, that
gone.
was a famous Nighthaunt riposte there.
Yeah, good old counter attack. The Bladegheist, they're just an all-star unit, mate, to be fair. With the buffs backed up by these two, very, very powerful.
Had to try and go for
Absolutely.
something though, and obviously didn't know where you were going to be
Yep,
coming up.
I completely agree. But that is the end of the turn. I maintain the 4 points that I have, putting me up to 8, and Nick to 8. So we'll roll off for the next turn.
This is pretty important.
This is pretty important. So turn 3 roll off. Nick wins ties. I get a 5, respectable.
5 or
A
a
2.
I'll take it.
I think I'm going to take it because these Bladegheist, I can get them in to attack those Spire Revenants and claim that objective, and I might be able to, with the Dreadblade, bantha another unit and potentially get this one too. So I'm going to give it a go. So we'll be back with Nighthaunt turn 3. Hero phase. Anyway, so the hero phase. Well, I think Nick's. I've been lucky in this game in that sense. I have played for the double turn. I've played for everything coming about, and it's just going well for me this game. So I will start off with the Guardian of Souls. Going to try and cast the damn cogs. A 6. It might go off. I'm not sure.
Failed.
Failed indeed. The other guy is actually going to try and cast Spectral Law. I'm going to try and heal the Spirit Hosts.
Okie doke.
On a 6 does get it just, so you can unbind. Yeah, unbound, that's fine. Okay, that's everything in my hero phase. So at the start of the movement phase, I am going to Phantasmal Discorporation my general, my Dreadblade Harrow over there, and bring something with me, but I'll show you how it looks at the end. End of the movement phase for Nighthaunt, so let me walk you through what I did. So, taking more wound, moving more than 6, they've just ballooned out to again keep this 9-inch bubble, keeping your Dreadwood at bay. Spirit Torment has moved back, staying wholly within 12 of the Bladegheist Revenants, but again, keeping this deep strike zone. I'm just going to call it deep strike, it's easy. Unaccessible. Night Shrouds moved and took a mortal wound, but then saved it with Deathless, again keeping his bubble out. The Spirit Hosts have come out in a line. I need to rejig them because they're out of coherency actually, because I was just kind of setting them up where I wanted them to go. These guys haven't moved. When I say these guys, the Chainrasp on my left have moved a little bit back, again just staying not wholly within, just within 6 of the objective. You may have noticed that there's some stuff, namely a black coach, missing from over here, and my Dreadblade Harrow is not here, so that's because I've spent some command points, but then got them back because of Aetherquartz Brooch. I did roll 5, so I did not spend the command point.
Unlimited power!
Indeed. So I'll show you where they ended up. Pulling out the Spirit Host so they're in coherency and moved where I wanted them to. So if we move over here, at the start of the movement phase, spent a command point for Phantasmal Discorporation, then spent a command point for Spectral Summons to summon the Black Coach. Now Nick has a real problem up his back passage. He's got Bladegheist, Swirling Death, and a coach in your back passage. And a Dreadblade Harrow. Don't know how you feel about that. But the Bladegheist did move up as well to be just outside of 3 to try and take that objective this turn, which I think I actually already am, but I want to kill your stuff, so it makes sense, right? So that's it for movement and shooting. So we'll go straight on to the charge phase. We'll do the Bladegheist.
Hello. Hero phase.
Yes.
I will use this on a 2+. I can give that unit.
Oh yeah, it's for a 2+, isn't it? That's a good point. Yes, excellent.
So
rerolling.
I don't know how long it lasts for, because it's weird wording, but it can be done in a hero phase.
Fair enough. So I'm going to go straight onto the charge phase, where I'm going to roll for these Bladegheist Revenants. They're in with a 6. I'm not going to re-roll that. It's fine. Yeah. My Bladegheist ending the charge like so. It's a bit awkward with the terrain. Just setting the models up. So I will try a Black Coach charge. It's going to need a massively high number, but we'll see. A 6 won't do it. I'm not going to bother spending a command point. So what I'll do is I'll pile in, because this is the only combat, and I'm not charging anywhere else. I'm going to keep preserving, going to keep playing the objective game, or at least trying to, and use my hammer units to try and kill things. Is the plan. So I'll pile in the Bladegeists. I'm going to pop all out attack from my Dreadblade Harrow onto this Bladegheist because they're holding within 12. On a 5 up, I get the command point back. Yes, it's crazy. So yes, this is going to be 30 attacks, hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. Let's roll up here. Re-roll the 1s. Woo! 4 1s. Okay, so we've only got... I think this is a dead unit. It may have been...
Really?
No.
You think the blending unit will not blend?
What, the unit of 10 that killed some Kurnoth won't kill some Spite Revenants? I don't know.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's alright. So, 3s to wound. Not the best, but still enough to kill. That many saves.
With a Ren.
6 up, yeah. That many saves 6 up.
How many's there?
3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16.
Cool. Conveniently, I have 8. I'll roll these.
They're dead.
They're dead.
There we go.
I've got 8 more saves to make with this new unit left.
Spite Revenant has faltered. Okay, so it's going to be the end of Nighthaunt turn 3. So if you have a look at the board, we're going to get these 4 objectives here. If you can see that all right. But what I'm going to do, I think the smart thing is to try and burn your objective to negate you if you take it back.
Yeah.
So let's see how many points I get. So I get 4 plus 1. Okay, fair enough. It is what it is.
This is what I was hoping for.
Yes, but it's still 5 points total, putting my score up to 13. And we'll be back with Sylvaneth turn 3. So before that, actually, Battle Shock phase, there is something I need to do down here. The Spirit Torment, I did kill 3 models. D3 Bladegheist will come back. One was dead. Back to the unit it comes.
Anywhere he wants to be.
Yep. Just so you're aware, guys, I did roll for the Black Coach for turn 3. I got 2 1s and a 2 again. Well, I didn't get any again, so it's still level 3, but hopefully powering up shortly. Our Start of the hero phase, turn 3.
It's time for some magic, folks.
Indeed.
And on her throne and her vessel, she's flying high with branches all around her. She is going to try and summon some more trees.
Excellent.
With Verdant Blessing.
Sure.
Cast on.
Oh yeah, on
12.
12, yeah, you get it.
That's set up wholly within 30 is a buff range.
Yep.
So it will be going here. With
Fair enough. And the dirt are now trees. Okay, carrying on.
Mystic Shield on somebody, I think.
Do it. Roll it up, sir.
Think it's going to be on this
Well,
big
see if you
bit
get
of
it.
Dryas.
You probably should get it. Oh, a 6 and a 1. Yes, you get it.
So grabbing
Mystic
that
Shield.
handy shield token, putting it on these
Nice.
guys.
And last and final spell. Rouse to Wrath on that one. Was that the plan?
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Cool.
Some trees
Nice.
in here.
Yes.
7, 8, 9.
Even without the second dice, a 5 would have done it with your +2 for Throne of Vines. And we're definitely sure, being on a Bellwind, you're on a Bellwind and Vines. All gravy, yeah?
I mean,
Just out of curiosity.
it says you can't summon a Balewind if you're already on a Balewind.
Then I'd say so, yeah. Cool.
And it
Good
doesn't
stuff.
say anything about moving. It doesn't say anything about when you summon the other thing. It counts as moving.
Okay, fine then. I'm good with
It
it.
says you can't move if you're in
That's
the
fine.
vines, and I'm not moving away from my Balewind.
Sounds good to me. Good stuff. Just thought I'd ask, just in case. Always good to ask the questions. So, yes, we are going to set up some Dryads. I completely lost my train of thought, went on a tangent. Huzzah! Branch Witch is going to attempt to cast the Prismatic Palisades. Oh, rolling it there. A 4.
Fails.
Yes, no Palisades for you.
With that dice.
You do gain a command point going up to 2.
Yep.
But I think that's the end of your hero phase, isn't it, mate?
It is.
So this is how it looks at the start of the movement phase, and I'll hand it over to Nick after he's done his movement.
Using at the end of the hero phase this to empower the Tree Lord, wholly within 8. On a 2+, I'm going to give it +3 to movement and +3 to charges.
Nice. Oh, is it? Oh no! No! Oh dear, Nick. It's just not going your way this game.
But useful to know that I can actually do that. So I could do that and then bamf them away in
it's
the
true.
movement phase.
So you could like
to,
fly over here and then.
Yeah, but it's like add 3 to the charge and then
Absolutely.
teleport them in
That's
within
what I
range.
mean.
So
Yeah, it's great. But yes, we'll be back after the movement after that sorry display. Oh dear.
End of the movement fest. End of the movement phase
New festival.
for Sylvaneth.
From Sylvaneth.
Turn 3. Move the Dryads up. They've got fed up of guarding this objective and they want to go for some tasty white ghost. And move the Kernoth up as well to the centre to get basically they're about 7 to 6 inches away from 2 units there, so I could choose their charge depending on what I roll. The
7-inch charge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what the range was for the other one.
About the same.
The Arch Revenant has flown up to the centre, taking another wound for this burning skies. I should have learnt my lesson last time. I've moved the Witch just to the edge of the trees so she can actually have sight onto people, so she won't want to heal and stuff like that. Mainly move my Arch Revenant up so he can give his aura of +1 attack and he could choose multiple units. I do have 2 command points.
Yes.
Move the Dryads out of the trees there. They also failed to get that buff off, so it's going to be probably a 5-inch or 6-inch charge for them to get in there. But I need to take that objective from you, and I probably have more.
No, you got to say.
Okay, same. Move these Spite Revs into the trees, also so they're in range of that nectar. I've used the Spirit pathway with the Tree Lord to go from the centre one there to the back 9 inches away, so he's going to try and go for a charge. I was hoping to buff him with a +3 to his charge, but still. Also the Dryads that I've spawned are also within 12 of a charge. Could have probably set them up a little bit better to that line, but that's how it was set up. And these Revenants that were, Spite Revenants that were here have moved to here through the Spirit paths.
Not Spirit, yeah, Navigate. Right?
Navigate.
Yeah.
So I've used 1 Navigate and then 1 free from the Tree Lord.
No Dreadwood this turn, but it's not needed.
The trees are mainly positioned here just so I can get that wholly within 6, maybe buff of -1 to hit with the with the Dryads. But yeah, that's the end of the movement phase. We're going to try for some charges now and hopefully get there.
Let's see. Going on to the charge phase, guys. Right, where are we starting, mate?
Starting with the Dryads.
Okay, let's roll
This is
up.
a 6-inch charge.
We'll roll it.
Yes.
It's probably about a 6, maybe even a 5.
Well,
Well, that's a 2.
The
2
high
has been
roll.
rolled.
Oh,
A 3. Would you
I'm
like
not
to
gonna
spend
do it.
one of your command points?
Kind of need to get those
Okay,
bodies on
yeah,
that objective.
fair
Do I
enough.
don't need to kill the unit, do I? I just need to get
Just
some
need to
bodies.
get more bodies.
Come on, baby.
That will be the
7.
case. 7 will get them in. We'll move them in. Ending the charge. Dryads crashing into the.
I am wholly within 12. Yes, I am.
Dryads crashing into the spirit. No, lads, thank you, sir. Right, who's next?
The Konoth.
Right, they needed 7. We already know this. Oh, dude, come on. Your last command point?
No.
No? Okay,
I'm
not
just going to
going
sit there.
Fair enough. I respect that.
Those Dryads over there.
Okay, that sucks. Huge. They get it with a 10. They're going in.
They're going to swarm that.
Ending the charge, crashing into the Chainrasp. Now, who's next?
Going to try a long bomb
Of
charge.
course.
I think it's a 12.
For the Dryads?
Yeah, should have.
Are they within 12?
Yeah, they're within 12.
Okay, so roll up.
Need box cards.
Need box? No,
It's not.
7 is not going to make it. Tree Lord, 9 away. We know this. A
No.
7 is not going to make it either. Not very
I
lucky.
forgot
on
to shoot with
charges.
him.
Do it now, quickly. Just do it now.
5 shots here.
I'm coming around. I'm coming around.
5 shots hitting on 2s.
Nice.
Winning on 3s. Of course.
2.
2. On your, obviously.
Yeah, it's 4 up. Make 1 fail one. How much damage?
1.
I fail it, so this guy dies. Alright. Okay.
Dryads are important.
So, it's your choice, man. Start the combat phase. Any command abilities you're popping, it's your turn, so you do all yours first, dude.
So, I think I have to do the Arch Revenant's ability of adding an additional attack
Nice.
to get as maximised and to get
Oh,
rid of
yes.
Spirit Host.
Absolutely.
And also pile in a bit. I feel
Yeah.
like the pile in will probably
Oh,
get
you'll bring
me
a lot in.
range of your heroes as well.
Potentially, yeah. Okay, so what else?
So, yeah,
Any
this
others?
unit, right, so that's it. So
Okay.
I have no command points
I will-
left.
I will
So I've spent 1 for the reroll of the charge.
Yes.
And now it's only 1 to get +1 attack.
Okay. I'm going to spend 2 command points. All out defense. All out defense.
Cool.
So do I get those command points back? Can you pass 2 of my dice, please? Because the Aetherquartz Brooch. I spend 1 of those command points. Down to 2 remaining. It's ridiculous. It's actually ridiculous, Nick. This stupid artifact. I feel so dirty, but it's awesome at the same time. So which unit are you piling in and attacking with first, mate?
It's going to have to be the Spirit Host. I'm going to have
The
to
big,
try and-
the big
yeah.
one. All right, we'll pile them in. Okay.
Starting off with this combat, but I have used the Enrapture mechanic with
Enrapturing
the
Storm.
Dryads on these Spirit Host
Yes.
and on these Chainrasp
Cool.
from that one over there. So hitting on
This is 51 attacks because they get 3 attacks each because of the Arch Revenant. We're hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s. This is the first 30.
32.
32. Sorry.
52 total.
So
21.
take 1 away because there's 51 total. No, 52 total. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
for
You're
the
right.
nymph.
Because of the champion. Yeah. Hitting on 3s. We're just going to cut because it's crazy. Okay, so we've got a fair few hits so far. We'll roll to wound, then we'll roll up the next 20. So let's have a little look. That's not bad at all. 4's right. That was a good
Yeah.
roll. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 so far, mate. So we'll get the next 20. Hitting on 3s. 15 so far, remember? And on there. 4's to wound. Okay, so 15 plus 8. 22?
Yes.
22 wounds onto the Spirit Host. Not too shabby. 22 saves. 4 up, rerolling ones because of all-out defense. I'm sorry, no Shrouds. So a fair few ones to reroll here. And a good roll so far, actually. 3, 4, 5, 6. Only 6 wounds.
So that's still 2 Spirit Hosts. Technically.
Deathless.
Yeah.
That is 2 Spirit Hosts. So 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. So
Nice.
these 2 drop.
So 1 from either side.
Correct. And that wound is no longer floating, and I will go back with a Chainrasp. Chainrasp fighting back, 2 attacks each, 3 for the champion, 4s to hit. No rerolls here though. Not a bad roll at all. because we've got 20. Oh, that was one. 21 attacks. 10 models, 2 each. And then 3s to wound, because they're wholly within 12 of the Guardian of Souls. So +1 to wound. 3s. Okay, we're looking at 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 saves. I think you get your bonus.
I do.
So
I've just checked. I need to have a unit of 10.
Okay, fair enough. So 4 up save, and you've got 3, 6, 9 of them. Just FYI, I do not get the Chilling Horde rule for rerolling wound rolls of 1 because I need more than 10 models.
Haha.
Cool, go for it, mate. 4 up save. Oh, that's... Oh, actually, no, that's fine.
5?
5 drop. 5 Dryads die. Dryads fighting back 11 attacks into the Chainrasp.
Hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3s. We've got, what, 4 miss there?
Yeah.
They're 4s to wound, mate. 4s to wound. We've got 3. So this
I
is
think I'll be able to take that objective.
it's a 5 up save. Okay, I was rerolling ones, and then Deathless. No, so 1 Chainrasp dies. I'll take this guy. It's not going to be enough to take
Unless I
that.
spike a 3.
Unless you spike a 3. But you're not going to get this one, is the dealio. So I will go back with, of course, the Spirit Hosts. So the Spirit Hosts are attacking now. I've got 24 attacks, hitting on 5s, rerolling 1 because there's a Spirit Torment right here. There are no 6s. 1 6. That was... Yeah, this is the thing about Spirit Hosts. This is why a lot of people don't like them, because they're very swingy. But I am wounding on 3s because of the Guardian of Souls. So we've got 4 saves and 1 mortal wound.
Any rend?
No rend, mate.
4 saves, coming in hot.
So 3. So 4 die in total because of the mortal wound.
Voice.
Okay, so at the start of the battle phase, and it has to be at the start, I killed at least 3 of your models.
Yep.
I killed 5 plus
9.
4. So this guy's going to heal D3 models back to the Spirit Hosts. 2 come back. 2 Spirit Hosts return.
Was hoping for better on
Yes.
that charge and didn't get as much.
Yeah, honestly.
Oh, notable fact. Your Chainrasp
They are
in combat.
So this actually makes a difference. Let me pile them in. Attacks, just from the 2 that are able to
A quick
reach.
pile in.
Yes. 4s to hit. 3s to wound. There was no 1s in there. 3s to wound. No wounds. Balance has been restored. Keep knocking over Gregor Lightsbane. And the 2 will come back and just try and secure this. But you do gain this objective.
Which I will burn.
I'm going to put them here saying that.
Okay, pushing me in.
Yeah. So you will burn this objective, but you need to do Battle Shock first.
So I lost 4.
Yes.
I have a unit of
20 something.
26.
So your bravery 8.
Lost 4 goes down to 4.
And then -1 for Nighthaunt.
So
1,
How
2,
many-
3, you're fine.
yeah, 1, 2, 3. I'm fine. 2 more flee.
2 more flee. But it's not bad.
I'll take them from here. And over there, I lost 5 -1 with Nighthaunt, 6, which is my bravery. So D6 of fleeing.
D6 of fleeing. That's the unit.
That's the unit gone. I mean, they came in,
Oh,
they
did.
looked at it, they slapped a ghost,
That's unfortunate.
and
man.
then I wasn't going to claim the objective anyway.
It's
It
not
was
your
worth a
game.
try.
I'm sorry, dude.
But yeah, so I do get to burn this for D3.
Bring it. 3. It's the big 3.
So 1, 2, 3 for securing,
6.
going up to
6.
14.
So
8 to 6.
8
8 and
plus
6,
6
yeah,
is
14.
1 more ahead of me.
Mathing. Still on her pedestal.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Right, so we're going to just about to roll off for turn 4. It's actually pretty huge. Nick's on 14, I'm on 13. It's been a quite close game, but I think Nick hasn't had the best luck. Would you agree, sir? Like, just with charges?
Yeah, I mean, losing that over
Just-
far
hey.
corner there.
Hey,
and
your spells have been great.
yeah, I mean, come on, guys, let's root for the spells, right? I mean, she's been sat on this. This is clearly how you cut. It only costs 80 for her, 50 for that, and 50 for something else, but
Yeah.
she's definitely casting 3 spells a turn.
I'm not going to lie, mate. If I get this turn, I think I've cinched it.
Yeah.
I think I've got it. I'm not sure, though, because there's still a load of Dryads. But let's roll off for the turn, man. I win ties this time.
It's
a
a
4.
4.
It's respectable. It's a 3. You get the choice.
I will take
Yes, I think you should.
it. We'll start off by...
Dancing,
Yeah.
obviously.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah, we'll be doing some magic. I think it's... No, we'll do the hero face thing. After thinking tactically for a long while, I'm going to try and dispel the hive to recast it again.
Yeah, sure.
With the same mage, I guess. Or do I try and dispel with her? Because there's no puff to dispel.
That's true.
And she's...
Probably better to try and dispel with her than keep the 3. I don't know.
Because she's got the extra range.
It's true. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know.
So we're going to try and dispel with this.
Cool. Let's do it. Yes.
Irresistibly dispelled.
Yes.
Goodbye. Then, in the same turn, over to the branchway.
Yep.
She is going to summon Hive again.
Sweet. 7, yes, it gets up.
7, 8, 9.
9, technically.
Which I will be putting...
Wholly within 18.
15.
But wholly within 15.
15, yeah, but plus 6 to my range.
Does that work for Endless? I think it must do. Yeah, it's still a spell. Still a spell,
so,
mate, yeah.
So 15 plus...
We'll set it up in a sec. The Hive coming in, wholly within basically 21, effectively, because 15 plus 6. Just a nice little nook with the Kurnoth Hunters. Okay, next.
Then we're going to summon some Dryads in the trees here.
4, 5, 6. I think it's a 7, isn't it?
Probably is, because...
Hey, she has been the best spellcaster you've ever had, ever.
Does she give herself +1 on
What do you mean? No, plus one
save.
Spell and +1 save, yeah. I think it's a 7 for Rouse to Wrath. We're just checking now. Bear with us. It's a 7. So it does not go...
She failed a spell, folks!
Alright, moving on. Last spell of the turn of your hero phase. What are we doing? Mystic Shield, Arcane Bolt, a Jimmy Jabs. What are you doing?
I guess a Mystic Shield on
Okay.
Kurnoth, because they won't be getting to re-roll their armor saves.
That's true, because you're charging. Let's do it, man.
Yeah.
Mystic Shield. Yes, on a 9.
Yeah.
And now I think all we need to do... When's your command ability done? It's in the movement phase, isn't it? To bounce them.
So in the hero phase, I do this.
Yes.
Which on a 2 plus.
2 plus.
I need this, folks, because it's +3 to the charge is all I need.
Okay, you've got it.
Got it.
You've
so
got
+3 to the charge.
Good stuff.
From the hive.
Yes. Nice.
Then, so they get moved, and I'm going to put them.
They're going
here.
to come back round here because they're going to try and contest this objective. So there they go to save the day. And we're doing it on camera. So let's set those bad boys up, or girls, either one, doesn't really matter. They are woodland beings. All right, cool. And that's that. So what's next?
What are these two doing? Are they dead? They were dead from here.
Oh, Battle Shock, yeah, you're right. I think that's the hero phase stuff, so we'll be back with the movement phase. This is how it looks at the start of the movement phase.
This is how it looks at the end of the movement phase, and now taking you through it. We've moved the Arch Revenant up. He yet again burnt his wings. He hasn't learned his lesson. Mm-hmm. The Dryads from the back line have navigated realm routes to come here. The Tree Lord has Spirit Path to join them to go for this objective, because I want to crush or destroy, get this objective, burn it, get another 6. That's the tactics.
Yeah, of course.
Old Casty McCastersons, casting spells. The Spite Revs have moved out so that it's pushing you away from that main objective, but not the back one.
Sure.
These guys, I haven't actually moved.
Yeah, what do they want to do? We'll move them in a second, but
they'll probably just stay.
They'll just durdle?
Yeah, durdle and maintain on the objective. Because they're all within range of the objective.
Yeah.
The Witch has moved towards these trees from the centre trees. She ran as well, but she does have a shooting attack. And these Dryads have remained here, but more importantly, this is what it's all down to, guys. I need to get a 6-inch charge, because they have their 3-inch X buff. To get in here, charge them, cut them up, burn them, consolidate, and then hopefully get 2 burns on this side, which will give me 1, 2, 3. So obviously going first also gives me access to losing less.
Of course, yeah.
But yeah, and obviously the Arch Revenant has gone in there because I know that he can cleave up some stuff. and hopefully get rid of these Chainrasps and get us the objective.
But for now, let's do some shooting. Tree Lord doing it for itself into the Stranglethorn with its Stranglethorn.
2s. 1 miss again.
Standard.
And wounding on 3s.
2.
So 2.
Ooh, 5 up save. Make 1 fail 1. How much damage?
1.
1 dies.
Haha.
Huzzah! I don't know. Whoever's, this guy. Boop. Good stuff. Get out of the shot. Oh, he's gone on an adventure.
Charges, the Dryads.
Okay. An 8 will not make it.
Damn it.
Okay,
the Tree Lord.
A 5 will not make it.
Oop, that was a drop dice. That was a good drop dice, though.
Revenant will make it.
Okay. We'll go 9 to here.
Yes, fair enough.
Taking his 2 wounds with him.
Of course.
Does him charging through the skies burn him as well?
No.
This is all important.
Watch out for my Chainrasp.
Oh, no.
This is the big one. 6-inch charge. No command points. Oh, dude.
It's a 4.
It's a 4.
Wah, wah.
It's a 4. That sucks. Oh, your charges. Where's your vigor?
Got 3 though, but I needed.
I needed a 9. Got a 7.
I needed a 6. Got a 4.
Oh, you got a 4.
9-inch away plus 3.
Yeah.
So it goes down to 6. I got a 4.
6.
So I was 2 away.
Yeah, that's true.
No other buffs unless you were slowed down time.
That's true. Yeah, okay, that's huge. You don't get it. That changes my tactics massively. We're going to combat. Where are you starting? You've got Dryads or you've got Arch Revenant.
Let's do the Arch Revenant before you
I think that's the smart one. Start the combat phase. Are you popping anything?
Don't have any command abilities.
I'm going to spend a command point. Do I get it back? No. So I'm down to 1 command point for all-out defense on this unit. So I'm down to 1.
Starting with the mandibles on a 4.
Okay.
It missed.
It missed. Okay.
Oops, I knocked over your guy. Then going on to the glaive, I will choose a aspect of fighting, which I think is the all-out attack. Not the all-out attack, but the crescent shield. So I have to choose either the combat phase is either reroll 1s to hit or reroll 1s to save.
Okay.
So for steadying the shield or steadying the glaive kind of thing. But I would be going for attack.
So what? Okay. So reroll 1s to hit.
Yeah.
All right.
And it worked out because I need to reroll this one and get a
1. 3's to wound, I assume.
Yes.
2. 5
Minus
up save.
2. You don't care.
5 up. Reroll 1s. Nope. 4 damage total. So 3 drop. I'll take 1, 2, 3.
Still not enough.
Not enough. And I, of course, will do the Spirit Hosts. I'll pile them in and get a load of dice. Spirit Hosts. 5 are in range to attack. That is 30 attacks. 5s to hit, rerolling 1s. 6s are great. That's a lot of 6s are great. We've got 3 1s to reroll. That's actually a load of 6s. Okay, so let's count them up. We've got... Oh, good lord. Dude. This is this game in a nutshell for you. So
at least I cast some magic, folks.
6, 10 mortal wounds.
Ouch.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. Wounding on 3s because of the Guardian of Souls. 3 saves, no rend. 1.
Mystic Shield is on them.
Oh, yes.
From before,
Sure.
I think. It's not there.
No, it's not.
That's dispelled.
Yeah,
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
So one is
11.
dead. Was it rend? Was it rend?
No. So
just
you failed 1, 11
Yeah.
dead.
Oh yeah, from the mortal wounds.
Right, so after piles in, we've got 8 able to swing at the Chainrasps, who they are enrapturing, and 5 into the Spirit Hosts. This into the Chainrasp, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, hitting on 3s, because of Enrapture. Good roll. Winning on 4s. Let's have a look. How many are we looking at, mate?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10.
10? Alright, so I've got 5 up save with this. I make 1, 2, 3, and then 6 up deathless. So 4, so I lose 4, 5, 6. So of course I will take...
Well,
Yeah.
if you take them wrong...
3, 6. That is taking the champion away. I may rejiggle that. Leaving just 4 Chainrasps just within 6 of the Guardian Souls, because that will be probably a command point spent for that, to get them sorted. So we'll go on to this combat. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, including the champ. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, including the champ. Ow! Right, so we're hitting on 4s on the Arch Revenant. We're wounding on 3s because of the Guardian of Souls. Only the 1. 1 save, 4 up. Makes it. It's fine. And that's it. So, they can't fail Battle Shock because they're Bravery 10. These guys can. I'm going to spend a command point. Do I get the command point back? Nope, so I've used my command points now. But you do have Battle Shocks.
I'm losing 11.
Yes.
So, Bravery, there's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's still 13 there.
So you're set Bravery 7.
7.
-1, 6, and you've lost 11.
So,
A d6 plus 5. So 8 are fleeing. Interesting choice. 3, 4, 5. Okay, so leaving those.
maybe, I don't know, maybe if I stay in range of the glade, I take these 3, 4, including the nymph.
And then put 1 back.
These 3, that's 8, that's 6.
That's 6.
7, 8.
There we go. Alright, pretty hefty battle shock from the Spirit Host being able to weather that storm of 30 Dryads, but I've still got this massive unit in my back line. But I think next turn is me just trying to take points. You do score 1, 2, 3 points though, mate. Putting your score up to 17.
I think that during this battle, I should have burnt this one immediately because I knew that I had 30 guys in it.
keep the thing. But then look what you've got now. You've got 5. I've got 6. I would have taken the objective back, and you wouldn't have burnt it yet. So it was the right thing to do. It was definitely the right thing to do.
Just needed them charges off.
Yeah.
It's either magic or charges.
It's true. So we're going to go into my turn 4, and we'll see what I can retaliate with. We'll just see how many points I can get at the end of the turn, really, and count them all up. But you're still in it, technically. This is a thing. But we'll see. Back with Nighthaunt, turn 4. Start of the hero phase, turn 4 for Nighthaunt. Just a FYI, nothing was in range to get healed in the battle shock phase, guys. So I will cast Cogs. I will cast Cogs. I got it on A7 because of the arcane +1. Okay, you don't get +1 to unbind. I got the Cogs! I can't shout too loudly.
It is actually 1 in the morning now.
Yeah, it is. So I will set the Cogs up just so you guys can see. Basically next to him, they're going to manipulate. He's going to speed up time.
Okay. So it's now technically Wednesday.
Yeah.
Thursday.
Yeah. The other guy's going to try and cast Spectral Law. Gets it on an 8 because the Arcane Ruins.
I will double check. Was I in range? Were you in range to dispel?
No. You were not.
Okay.
Because I couldn't dispel any of yours, so I get it, right?
Cool, yeah.
D6 Chainrasps. 2 more Chainrasps. Come back to that far unit. Okay, and then we're on to the movement phase. So show the lovely folks how it looks.
It's basically just this contingent.
I am going
here.
to discorporate and stuff and spectral summons probably. Okay, so end of the movement phase. I'll go through it quite quickly because it's very late. Night Shrouds ran, took 3 mortal wounds from the Burning Skies. Same with the Spirit Torment, but didn't take any wounds. They both ran with the Pendant that fell wind. They had many movements. Did lose a Bladegheist to the Burning Skies. They're just going to finish off this Arch Revenant and be a screen for whatever's left. Black Coach swept forth, moved 17, didn't take any wounds from Burning Skies, more than 3 away from the Arch Revenant. At the start, we Phantasmal discorporated the Dreadblade and then Spectral Summoned my Bladegheist to be more than 9 away from those Spike Revenants over there to try and claim some objectives. Spirit Host stayed in combat, and finally the Chainrasps are just basically within 6 of that objective, keeping it together. So, Charges, mate. Let's do the big one. The Bladegheist over there. Let's see if they can roll a 9. They roll a 10. That's a Nighthaunt charge.
Yep.
So yeah, that's a thing. Okay, so this is pretty. They're gonna die probably, but we'll roll it up. So 27 attacks, all but one's in range. 3s to hit, no rerolls of any kind. Now, and then 3s to wound. We're looking at actually 3, 6, 7, 8 saves.
8 saves with 6 up.
Yeah, 8 saves with 6 up.
Take a look. Is 5
dead?
Dead.
Easy. Okay, so
Splat.
that's done.
Them claiming that objective.
Yeah,
and that
and they'll pile in and get.
So do you want to charge
closer.
the Black Coach quick?
Yeah, absolutely. So let's do it. 5 will do it. So he'll jump into basically there. Forces. He'll do 2 plus D3. Yes, you take 2 mortal wounds. Any 2?
Yeah.
Right. Then the Bladegheist will charge over there. They get in, so we'll move them in a minute.
I think what's easiest to do,
Yeah.
even though we love content and we love gaming, we love rolling dice.
Yeah. Should we just roll the D3s? Or should we?
This is dead.
Can we play out my turn and just roll it out and we'll do it. So we'll move them in and then we got this. Because then we can figure out exactly what's going on, can't we? Okay, so how these ended up, and I'm going to strike with them first. There's no other charges, guys. We're just kind of wrapping this game up. So hitting on 3s, no re-rolls. To speak of, getting them out of the way.
The one there.
Yeah, I know. I'm just going to do
Ignore it.
3s. 4, 5, 6, and -1. 5 up.
Yes, he's got 4 up normally, he goes to 5 up.
5 up. You need to fail 3 of these. He's dead.
Even with Omen, if I clip my wings that have been burnt 3 times and negate them.
Yep.
Yes, that's him dead.
You would realistically go with here to try and
either way, like there's no way of me maintaining the objective or taking down the thing.
Yeah.
And like if you want to roll, like the scythes itself is probably the most attacks.
4 more wounds.
Yes, that's them dead.
So
even
now, if you had damaged it, I still would have
somehow managed to catch a tree on my jumper.
Okay. I think let's roll up the D3s.
Yeah, so if this one doesn't count, but this one in my back line.
Guys, this was just more of a summary game because we know how the game's panning out at this point. So that's why we're kind of speeding through this at this point, and it is late. But this is kind of the best case, and we are still playing it out. It's just we're a bit faster. Would you agree with that? Just I mean, after failing this charge and not being able to get in your back line, that was it.
It's your now turn to blaze through my objectives that I've left behind. Yes, admittedly I left them behind, but I needed to get here, get a 6.
This is the formality at this point.
So burning this one.
So if we have a look, the Black Coach will claim this one. The Dreadblade will claim the one he's on. And the Bladegheist Revenants will claim that one. So that's 3d3 points. Plus I get 1, 2, 3. So 3d3 plus 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points, putting me up to 22 points. So you're...
Well, all that's achievable from 14, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
You could actually do it. Oh no, wait, 3 and 3, because this one I don't think you can get.
I can teleport. I could teleport a unit of something.
Right. To like over here. So do you want to? Should we roll for turn 5? Because then if I get turn 5, then I think it's sealed it, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's where it goes down to.
Okay. We need to do this combat. To be fair, mate.
Sure. I would choose these guys next.
Yeah, of course.
Because
Well, do you know what, guys? Actually, we'll roll them all off camera, and we'll just do a summary because it is late. So finishing up that turn properly off camera, the Spirit Host did finish off the Dryads after receiving no damage. We're going to roll off for turn 5. If I win this, the game is definitely over because I'll score another 3 without burning anything.
On the other hand,
yes.
If I get this, I can claim this objective and burn it. Need 3 though.
Yeah.
Can claim probably this objective with a Tree Lord charge
and burn it.
Also with a buff there.
Of course.
And I mean,
that's
I don't know what else there is left.
No, you're right.
But yes, I don't even think I can get to this back line. So, rather than rolling off,
I
think I'm just going to concede.
You're going to call it there? Shall we roll off to see what would have happened?
Yeah.
Okay, so then
0-1.
I would have got it. I would have got 3 points, right? And then even if, without killing anything, even if you got 3 and 6, so that 3 points would put me up to 25. And you're on what?
So I'm on 14.
Yeah, you're on 14.
I get 23
total.
maximum.
There we go. So that's it. That's the game. Let's do a quick post game, my friend, and then we'll call it a night and go to sleep. That is the end of the game. That is a Nighthaunt victory.
Yes, one you've been waiting a while for.
Yeah, and I don't know. I think I played the Nighthaunt pretty well, actually, that game. To be fair.
Yes, it was definitely
not gonna lie,
swings and roundabouts.
It was.
There was some. Well, let's say, folks, the magic phase for Sylvaneth today was really good.
It was amazing.
But I think
your charge phase was
I took my luck from the charge phase.
Honestly, yeah, that was bad.
And with only one shooting guy in there.
Yeah.
Felt like... So, maybe I could have kept one of my objectives alive with the Dryads.
Yeah.
But I think I needed to put them in there to press the advantage.
Yeah, absolutely.
And after losing... I think it was... You were in a riposte mode. So after watching me... Well, it wasn't even a counter-attack. The counter-attack would have mean that I would have made my charge and then you would have, like, responded.
Yeah, that's true. This was a parry riposte.
If I would have made that charge early, I think
awesome.
it would have been that objective would have been burnt.
Sure.
But yeah, I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed this game. It's definitely been a late night. It's been a different.
Let's see.
Time.
It's 20 to 1.
Yeah.
It's 20 to 1 currently. So I do apologise if it does seem like we were rushing that last turn, but we're trying to get through to basically see what would happen because it is really late.
I had done the math.
I hope it didn't compromise the video too much. I don't think it would have, but I do apologise if it did.
Please give your feedback.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I mean, I didn't think the Spirit Host would just absorb the charge of that. It's because the Colonel didn't get in to the Spirit Hosts. Yeah. That's why. There
was a 6-inch charge, so after getting the hive off and then rolling a 1 twice in a row.
Yeah. To be fair, I didn't get cogs, which is the same thing, plus 2 to charges.
Yeah. So I think that we were trying to play... Well, we were both playing fast armies.
Yeah, we're both very mobile.
But obviously with the winds, of the fire winds, so you're less likely to want to move your full distance.
Which I didn't. I barely moved over 6 this game, even with Pendant and Felwyn. It was only the last game where I just opened up, because I was teleporting everywhere. So I didn't need to.
Yes, your mobility was amazing.
Yeah.
Also, I think you were more defensive with your... guy that can just go anywhere. He's not a combat beast yet.
Yeah. Need to keep him alive. He was really useful this game.
But yeah, I don't think obviously we can say whatever we want. Like we would have done this differently, we would have done that differently. But it's hindsight, and you can't play a game.
And I think this was a great example of Age of Sigmar, where the double turn didn't really matter that much.
Because if you don't get your charges off,
I
think with repositioning, I think. Maybe I repositioned too much. Like I was then going to the back line for then if I didn't get the charge off, for you to just scorporate.
Yeah.
So me bouncing around, I was still 9 inches away.
Yeah.
With no additional buff.
Yeah.
If Phil would have got the cogs off, I think it would have been a hell of a different game.
Well, a hell of a faster game. Literally.
Because you would have got your charges off, and I would have benefited from the speed as well.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But yeah, Kurnoth. Command points were an issue in this game. Phil did use the Aetherquartz Brooch. The power of the Aetherquartz Brooch!
I feel bad, but honestly, it's so good. Especially with armies that utilise it like Flesh Eaters, Nighthaunt, Bone Splitters I found. Well, old Bone Splitters, yes. New Bone Splitters, less so. armies that really benefit from command abilities like Nighthaunt, because you want to keep Spectral Summoning, you want to keep Lord of Geists up. It's so good. It's actually kind of disgustingly good.
Losing mechanics? Not losing mechanics, why did I say that? This is tiredness. The mechanic of the hive, so placing it somewhere, giving a unit a buff, then navigating realm routes to 9 away, or the
Spirit Paths,
ambush, and then having a 6-inch charge because of that +3 buff was huge. Maybe even running this list with cogs as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm popping out of trees from everywhere.
Charge.
Yeah.
Although with that, you're going heavy on endless spells there though, which might be a detriment.
Well, no, so I wouldn't have run the Palisade. The Palisade was in the list.
That's true, yeah. That's very true. I really liked Bellwind. Bellwind's just a great take.
It is so good.
Yeah.
For 50 or 40 points?
Something like that, I can't
it's
remember.
It's like the ranges of summoning trees, summoning my Rouse to Wrath. I'm guessing it increases the range of technically Mystic Shield to 24, Arcane Bolt to 24. I mean, Arcane Bolt's a little bit meh these days, 1 wound here and there. I definitely think that she was like the control point for the whole game.
She was great.
Like, she did whatever she wanted. Spite Revs, I've only ever... So, this is the second game I've run them, and I run them as 3 units of 5. The game before, if you've seen it, was a unit of 20 with the buff from Drycha of reroll 1s. And they were I just used them as a combat beast because they've got an extra attack on top of the Dryads, but their range is only 1. So I don't know if the dice... It's 3s and 3s though. So yeah, I mean, I still enjoyed playing them, but I think they have a different way of playing it in this game. Like, surely could have popped in the backline, but you were defensive with your backline, whereas I was like, right, we can both be defensive and both just get 4, but it's... You know, maybe in this kind of game, this type of scenario, you want those big units, like of 30 Plague Bearers or 30 Dryads to just clog up an objective.
Yeah.
But no, we haven't played this scenario in a while.
Time. And I found it really difficult with my minimal units on the field to deploy in such a way that you'd stop your bamfing.
Yeah.
That was really difficult, so I had to play really cautious.
Both with, not necessarily ability, but the aspect of like discorporating.
Yeah.
So moving through the trees, but obviously I have the ambush mechanic as well. That's just going to take a unit off the board and redeploy them somewhere.
The trees were a non-issue this game. I was like barely ever within 1 inch. Maybe we forgot over there for like the last turn, but
it would have been near the charge phase.
That's true.
And you were far enough away in the charge phase, but then when you charged in, so it wouldn't have made a difference.
Yeah, probably not.
5 guys with the Rend, the Bladegheist Revenants still doing it.
Yeah.
Are you going to run a unit of 20? Or is it just going to be...
It's going to be a unit of 20 and a unit of 10, probably, eventually.
And, add to the blend, really.
Oh, yeah.
But, I think we'll wrap it up here.
Yeah, I think so.
I think we've said everything we need to say about this video.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching again. Please do give the feedback.
You know how to support us. We've got a Patreon. Like, subscribe, share with your friends if they're into any of the armies we play, or if they just like watching battle reports like myself. We're just a few guys that like playing the game, and hopefully you enjoy it.
Till the early hours of the morning.
Apparently so.
But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I think Phil's always said it. But yeah.
Happy wargaming.
Peace out.
Peace.